Well, thank you, Natasha. It gives me great pleasure, as it does every year, to talk about the Brand of the Year. This year's winner of the Brand of the Year award is a brand which tries very, very hard to please its customers. It's a well-deserved win. So the 2015 Superbrands Brand of the Year is the EROS Group.
Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to be in the midst of so many super branders. I have been asked to speak a couple of words, a couple of minutes on why being a super brand is good for business. I'm going to weave my talk around three essential points, but before I start my talk, can we have a quick show of hands just to talk about the power of branding? So how many of us here are using a Mont Blanc accessory? Can you please raise your hands? Oh, that's a sizable number. How many of us have driven here in either a BMW or a Mercedes or an Audi or a Lexus? Also a big number. So we are actually all familiar with at least one of these luxury brands. You know, we would have used or consumed at least one of these brands in some form or the other, either as a piece of clothing, an accessory, or a perfume. The list is endless, and so is the list of brands we consume. This is an infographic which was trending on some of the internet sites for a long time. If you notice, there are several international brands, and almost a large number of them are controlled by some international companies which by themselves are also big brands. So essentially, I think all of us love brands. If we come closer to home, which is to the UAE, we have some very interesting brands which are turning international. These brands are really, doing a lot of work to get international. They are not only popular just locally, but internationally as well. And for that matter, all of us are living in a branded city. So essentially, what brands do is that they instill in us a sense of pride, a sense of belonging, a sense of ownership, a sense of trust. These are not just products to us. We trust brands. We trust our lives and the lives of children with these brands. They also give us a sense of identity, and a rush of emotions come through us, when we look at different or identify with different brands. So this is the first point that I wish to make here, is that the intangible assets of a brand are as important as the physical construct of a brand. Without these intangible assets, any product would remain just that. It would remain a product. Now, in order to illustrate my second point, let us look at the hierarchy of brands around the world. So if you look at the diagram, starting from an everyday luxury brand like, let's say, a Swatch watch, going up to a bespoke brand like a Graph, there is something which is common among all of them, and that is they're all quality products. So brand essentially equals quality. Any product that is sold in the market needs to adhere to certain quality standards. Some of these standards we are very familiar with: the CE mark, the Kite mark, TUV, ISI mark, which is famous in India, the ISO mark, the Energy Star ratings, which have now started off in this part of the world, the Halal certification, SASO certification for Saudi. So what do these quality marks actually mean to us as consumers? It means that we can trust the quality of all these products that bear the mark, and such product certifications cover the product's quality in terms of manufacturing and performance. Products that bear these quality marks adhere to government and industry standards and assure us that these products are safe for us to use. But from a brand or a non-tangible perspective, is there any certification? And this is where Superbrands comes in. So like other quality marks, the Superbrand marks recognize exceptional quality. If you read actually what's written about Superbrands, it's an organization which is acclaimed worldwide as being an independent authority, an arbiter of branding excellence, and is committed to paying tribute to exceptional brands and promoting the discipline of branding. In this case, Superbrand recognizes branding excellence. A superbrand offers consumers significant emotional and/or physical advantages over its competitors, which consciously or subconsciously consumers want, recognize, and are willing to pay a premium for. This mark of excellence is achieved when a brand is not just top of mind in the minds of the consumers. It is achieved when a brand consistently delivers on its promise across product quality, service levels, customer experience, and engagement. So the Superbrand mark, like a quality mark, certifies that a particular brand consistently delivers on its brand promise. So essentially, what does it all mean? The intangible assets are as important as the construct of a product. The brands adhere to self-imposed and government regulations, and hence brand equals quality. And the Superbrands mark is a quality mark that certifies that a particular brand delivers on its product and brand promise. The first two, a brand by itself, is only an assurance of quality. The third also adds the trust perspective. And the trust, we believe, adds to intelligent and better business, and which is why being a super brand is definitely good for business. Thank you.
EROS Group. Follow the future.